Hi everyone, one more explainer video talking about how to clear your G driving test. Today we will talk about making turns. Make sure this is only for Ontario drivers. So if someone else is looking for information, I'm sorry, it won't be helpful for you. Let's talk about making turns. First of all, while you have to start a turn, first thing is approach. So let's take a left turn for example here. If you are approaching while making a left turn and you don't check your rear mirror or your side mirror, that's a first minor error. Second thing, if you don't check your blind spot, one more error. If you are making a left turn and you are in an incorrect lane or you come in the right lane a little bit late, again it's an error. Next thing is signal. If you don't give a signal at all, that's an error. If you are almost halfway in the turn and then you give your signal, it's called a late signal. And if you give a signal too early, again it's an error. One more thing you have to keep in mind, the speed while making the turn, it should be even and it should not be like you are going a little bit fast, accelerating then braking. It should be even. Then you also have to keep in mind that the gap between your vehicle and the vehicle in the front, it should not be less than 3 seconds. So in this case, if you are trying to make a left turn, you always have to make sure your car is stopped behind the white line if there's a vehicle already in the intersection which is trying to make a left turn. The rule is, if you are on a G driving test, only one vehicle can stand in the center of the intersection to make a left turn. So make sure if there's a vehicle over there, just stay where you are. Yes, if there's no vehicle in front of you, then you can go and take that spot and make a left turn when it's safe to do so. Second thing is, if you are stopping while making a turn, in this case, let's talk about a right turn. First thing, you have to make a full stop. So, let's take a scenario. The signal is red, you want to make a right turn. So first of all, you have to stop behind the pedestrian crossing and you have to make sure it's a total stop. If you roll your vehicle or if you don't stop your vehicle and it's moving bit by bit, both are considered as minor errors. If you stop your vehicle as such which is blocking the traffic coming on the side, it's again a minor error. You have to position your vehicle as such like the wheels are not over the line or wheels are not turned. If your wheels are over the line or wheels are turned, again it's an error. Next comes up is traffic check. You have to make sure even if it's a red light, you keep a check what's going around like every 3 seconds. If you don't do that, it's a minor error for you. Next is while turning. While turning, you always make sure you make a left right left head turn to avoid a minor error. Always check your blind spot and make sure like if you are making a turn, you don't enter in a conflict with a pedestrian or another vehicle, because if you do so, it's again an error. You have to make sure both your hands are on the steering wheel. If you make a turn using just one hand, it's an error on your side. If you wait 4 to 5 seconds to make a turn and there's no one around, that's a minor error. If you make a turn too quick, again it's an error. While making the turn, you have to make sure it's not too wide which cuts the opposite lane, or it should not be too short that will be almost close to the curb. That is also considered as an error. While you are completing a turn, let's talk about making a left turn here. The rule of the thumb says if you are making a left turn, you should make sure you go to the lane corresponding to the turning lane and don't cross the